Hi everyone, my name is Amber and today we are going to do some gentle stretches for our neck and our shoulders. We're even going to be adding in some twists. So join me on the mat and let's get started. Alright, we're going to start off our session today by interlacing our fingers and cupping the base of our head. You can even release the thumbs down onto your neck if you like. Now, the awareness here is going to be in your elbows and also drawing your chin in towards your chest. So as you inhale, I want you to draw your elbows out to the side, reach your chin up, your chest up, take your gaze up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, you're going to draw your elbows together, this time tucking your chin in towards your chest and pushing your shoulder blades out to the back. Now moving with your breath, on the inhale we're going to open up. As we exhale, we're going to push back behind us and gently cup the base of our head. We're going to take about 3 more breaths. It doesn't matter how fast or how slow you move through the poses. I want you just to feel into your body, and all of the poses that we're doing today are just suggestions. So I want you to feel good. It doesn't matter what it looks like, it just matters what it feels like. All right, on the exhale, we're going to hold here for a couple of breaths, tucking our chin towards our chest, drawing our elbows closer, pushing our spine to the back of the room. When you breathe in, just notice that feeling into the back of your rib cage. Take one more big breath in and out. All right, keeping our hands interlaced, we're going to bring them from behind us and this time bring them in front, pushing our palms up towards the sky. But even here, when we draw our arms up, I want you to draw your shoulders down so you do have a bit of space between your ears and your shoulders. So palms up towards the sky, we're going to go for a twist. So as you exhale, look over towards the right. Now because your arms are up above your head, you won't be able to twist too far. But I want you just to notice this left side of your rib cage and try and draw it over. The right side of the rib cage is moving back behind you. Let's take 2 final big breaths here. And now on our exhale, we're going to release our hands down. Left hand comes down onto the knee, right hand comes behind us. So we'll go deeper into the twist now. Taking our gaze over that right shoulder, using that back hand to lift your chest up, keep your spine nice and straight. Using this left hand to push against your knee. See if you can twist a little bit deeper, pulling your belly button in towards your spine. Let's take 2 final breaths on this side. And then on your next inhale, we'll draw ourselves all the way forward. All right, so we're going to do that same pose on the other side. Interlace your fingers, push your palms up towards the sky, and then as you exhale, look over towards the left. Bring your awareness to your rib cage here. So now my right rib cage is drawing forward and over towards the left. My left side of my rib cage is drawing back and I'm twisting from the middle of my torso. Finding one more big breath here. And then as we exhale, releasing our hands down, right hand onto the knee, left hand on behind me. So I'm up on my fingertips so I can keep my chest up, keep my spine nice and straight, and take my gaze over that left shoulder. Now if this is too much of a stretch on your neck, or if it doesn't feel good, you can always look forward, you can always look to the side. Just be aware of your neck and see how that feels today. Let's take 2 more big breaths in our twist on this side. And then inhale to bring ourselves all the way forward. All right, let's do some shoulder rolls here to release any tension. We're actually going to come forward into our tabletop position. So when you're ready, let's take our hands underneath our shoulders, bringing our knees underneath our hips. Let us do some cat and cow stretches here, which is really good for our spine. I want you to spread your fingers fingers wide. And with your feet, you can either tuck your toes or have your feet flat. It's up to you, but I do want you to press into them, press into your hands, and create that traction through your spine. Dropping the belly down, taking our gaze up towards the sky, pressing into every finger, pressing into my toes. Then as we exhale, pushing in between our shoulder blades, taking that gaze in between my knees. We're going to do that 4 more times. Now I want you to move with your breath. So it doesn't have to be the same movement as me. It doesn't have to go as fast or as slow as me. Just feel into your back and see how that feels. Breathing into any areas of tension or tightness. Let's take 1 more. Alright, come back into our tabletop position. Now I'm going to extend my right leg out behind me, keeping my toes tucked here so I can press out through my heel. Now this is also a great exercise for strengthening through the wrists. So I want you to rock forward and back. When you bring your shoulders over your wrists, you're strengthening your wrists. As you push out with your right heel, then you're getting a nice hamstring stretch and lengthen through the spine. I don't want you to have your spine with your belly down. Pull that belly in so we're nice and strong, and keep your chin in towards your chest so the neck is nice and stretched. Let's take 1 final big breath. And bring that knee down, switching sides, left toes down towards the mat, pressing out through the heel and moving forward and back just to find where it feels nice to stretch on your body. Maybe it's on your leg, maybe it's on your wrists. Let's take 2 more big breaths in and out. Awesome, we're dropping our knee back down. Now, we're going to come into a twist. So I want you to take your big toes together, but open your knees out as wide as the mat. So you have a bit more space to twist. I'm just going to turn here so you can see what I'm doing. My toes are together, my knees are apart, and then taking my left hand to the center of the mat. Now, inhale, reach this right arm up towards the sky. We're going to hold here for a couple of breaths. Rolling that top shoulder open, pressing my left shoulder forward and opening my chest up towards the sky. So because our knees are apart, you're going to feel it a little bit into the hips as well, twisting into the spine, taking 1 final big breath in and out. Now on our exhale, we're going to slide this top arm underneath. I'm going to come to my shoulder and the side of my head so that I'm rolling my left shoulder up towards the sky and getting this really nice twist into my spine. You have a couple of options here. With your left hand, you can just keep this hand next to your face and you can press into the mat to help you twist deeper. If you like, you can take this hand, rest it onto your lower back and draw this left shoulder up towards the sky. Or if you're feeling nice and flexible, you can reach behind, hold onto that right thigh with your fingertips and draw that left shoulder up. So once again, your options: keep the hand by your head, rest it onto your back, or holding onto your thigh for a final 2 big breaths. Opening up this left side of my shoulder up towards the ceiling. And then wherever your hand is, we're going to bring it back and place it next to our face so that we can draw ourselves all the way back up. Now, keeping our feet and our legs exactly how they are. If your toes are tucked, I want you to flatten your feet so that you can sit your hips back down onto your heels and then walk your hands all the way forward, coming into a child's pose. Now it's up to you if you want to tuck your chin and press your forehead down onto the mat, or you might like to reach your chin and your chest down onto the mat. So it's up to you, however you're feeling into your neck and your spine at this moment. 1 more big breath. Now keeping our head down towards the mat, we're going to walk our hands over towards the left and just get a nice big stretch through the right side of the body. Now, if you want to feel this side stretch even deeper, this right shoulder, start to draw the right shoulder down towards the mat. But you can also keep it up high. Just play around with what feels good into your body. 2 big breaths on this side. And then keeping our head down, we'll walk our hands over to the right this time. Side stretch on the left side of the body. And if you'd like to, you can start to draw that left shoulder down towards the mat to get that deeper side stretch. 1 more big breath. Walking our hands back to the center and coming back up onto our hands and our knees so we can twist to the other side. So this time I'll take my right hand into the middle of the mat, left arm up towards the sky and hold it here for a few breaths. Drawing this left shoulder open, drawing my right shoulder over so I can twist even more. Taking a couple big breaths, reaching my chin and my chest up towards the sky. Just if you're feeling a little bit of pain, don't come as far. Just figure out how much mobility you have in your shoulder today, and it might be different on each side. So just because you can go deep on one side doesn't mean you'll be able to do that same movement on the other side. 1 final big breath in. And then as we exhale, let's take our hand, slide it down onto the mat, and dropping my left shoulder, my left side is my head down onto the mat. I can keep my right fingertips here and push against the mat and look up towards the sky, or I can rest my right hand onto my back. Maybe I can even reach behind and hold onto the top of my left thigh with my fingertips. Now, being aware of your neck here, you don't have to take your gaze right up towards the ceiling. You could just look forward so that it's not straining on your neck too much. Just be aware of where this stretch is, and if you feel any area of pain, then we can come back out of the pose. Let's take 2 final big breaths. And then releasing this right hand back down onto the mat, I'm going to bring my chest all the way back up. Now let's go for a side stretch. So I want you to bring your knees together, but slide your feet over towards one side. So I'm sliding my feet over towards the left. Reaching my left hand down, right arm up. I'm going to exhale and side stretch here. So I'm pushing my rib cage up towards the ceiling. My bottom hand, you can bend an elbow or you can walk your fingertips away. And with your neck, you can look up towards the sky, you can look forward, or you can look down towards your feet. Just notice what feels good into your neck. We'll take 1 more big breath in and out. Keeping our feet how they are, we're going to go in for a twist. So let me move forward a little bit so I don't hit myself on the wall. Taking my left hand onto my knee, my right hand behind me, and I'm going to exhale, keeping my chest up, drawing my belly button in, and looking over that right shoulder. Let's hold here for 2 more big breaths. And then inhale to come forward. Swinging my feet around to the other side so we can side stretch, even ourselves out. Placing my right hand down onto the mat. When I'm ready, left arm up towards the sky and exhaling over. So nice big stretch from my hip to my rib cage, and exhale to stretch with my fingertips. Either maybe walking my bottom hand away from me or bending into the elbow. Let's take 2 more big breaths. The twist on this side. So my right hand's going to touch onto my knee, my left hand will come behind me, and I'm going to look over my left shoulder. For 2 more big breaths, pulling my belly button in as I exhale. And then inhale to bring ourselves forward. All right, coming back into a seated position. Take a few neck rolls, take a few shoulder rolls. a little bit of stillness. Bring a smile to your face. Take a deep breath in and out. And I hope that you're feeling nice and long into your spine, into the sides of your body, and into your neck. I'll see you next time.